All right. Yamaha Super Tenere 1200. Woo, that's neutral. That is a long shift to second, but that kind of makes sense with these big bikes. All right, so I'm going to see how this guy compares to the Tiger. Now, obviously that's not a fair comparison because the Tiger is an 800 and this is a 1200. But I am trying to get just a little bit of a feel to see how it goes. See what it's like. So let's give it a try. It handles nicely at slow speeds, just on these little bitty corners, but I like it. It definitely feels a little heavier, but it doesn't feel that much different than the Tiger. Alright, so what does this feel like? It feels like the Tiger. I mean, it definitely feels a little bigger than the Tiger, which makes sense, right? But it feels very similar. It does. I kind of like that, you know. Oh, it has cruise control! Oh, cruise control! Holy crap! That's dope! I've never had cruise control before. And that's amazing. I mean, I'm not surprised, right? But it's cruise control. That's so cool. Oh, sorry. I'm minorly blown away by this cruise control. But, this is cool. I'm just riding along with one hand. Not on the throttle. Alright, anyways. Cruise control. Nice bonus. But it feels good. It does feel pretty well planted on the road. I mean, like I said, it feels similar in height and everything like that to the Tiger. Lots of acceleration. Pretty dang good. Lots of torque. Makes sense. It's a twin. Nice dash. Nice and big. Fairly easy to read. Tach's nice and easy to read. Nice. It's got trip meters on it, all displayed. I'm gonna set the cruise control again. Ah! That's so cool. I know I wouldn't obviously be using this on a normal basis just around town, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have. It's a nice little bonus. It'd be interesting to see how this thing feels off-road. You know, obviously it doesn't feel too much heavier than, say, the Tiger, but it is. You know, it's a little heavier at least. It feels like it wouldn't be too much different. You know, I always think of a 1200. Of course, you know, you think of an 800 like the Tiger or the F800 GS as being a big, heavy adventure bike, you know, not great for fast off-road, whatever. Of course, I feel that way even more with the 1200s, right? You think of a big 1200 GS, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to, I'm dreading riding that thing off-road, you know? It sounds like it'd be terrible, but it really doesn't feel too much different. The shifts are a little rough. It really grabs on that, you know, which makes sense. It's a twin, but it really grabs when you let the clutch out. Suspension feels pretty good. Like I said, I don't know about handling yet off-road, but suspension does feel pretty good. It feels, again, similar to the Tiger or whatever, you know, same kind of big off-road, little bit of loosey-goosey kind of suspension, but that's what it's for. It's for off-roading. It feels a little warm. I can feel it. I can feel the heat of it. I mean, I'm not going fast. I'm on surface streets here, but it does feel a little warm. I can definitely feel the heat on my legs, which, of course, I feel that too on the Tiger. You know, it's a triple, so that thing's probably even hotter than this, but just another little thing. Let's kind of feel how it is to throw this thing down a little bit. Nice. Dives right down in there like you want it to. Just like you want it to. Great. Wish it had a taller windscreen because I'm getting hit in the face right now, but it's alright. Probably an aftermarket or factory option. I'm running into interesting things with the gear indicator though. It seems like sometimes it gets lost. It doesn't know what gear I'm in, which is kind of interesting. That whole time I was coming up that stop sign, it was blank, like it didn't know where it was going. And until I like accelerated out of the corner in first, then it was like, oh, you're in first gear. It's kind of an odd thing. Right now it does not know what gear I'm in. I'm in first. It still doesn't know. Still now it knows. That's weird. I don't know if there's something going on there, but... And every time I shift, it's like 2, blank, 3, blank, 4. Like it takes like a minute to like figure out, but you know, whatever. That's just a little bitty thing. Feels good in the corners though. Would I recommend it? Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't have much. I honestly can't compare it to much. I haven't ridden the other big 1200 adventure bikes. But compared to my Tiger, it's not too bad. I think I'd still take the Tiger over this, if I'm honest. I would still take the Tiger. But it doesn't feel too bad. I mean, we're heading back now, so I'm about done with it. But feels pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable for what it is. I want to see what it feels like. Doesn't feel too bad.